HQA Sports.
Well, this has not, by any stretch of the imagination, been an easy week for Quincy High soccer. Road trip to Moline on Tuesday tonight. Red Hot Jacksonville was in town. Matt Longo's team in a battle tonight. Jacksonville had been scoring goals in a flourish, but it would be Quincy High who would break out on top first. Michael Longo trapped in a corner, then untrapped, and Aubrey Dissler, are you kidding me, with a cannon foot from about 30 yards, punches home what would be the only goal of the night. Quincy High School makes it stand up tonight as the Blue Devils get the victory, and Dissler probably earns himself a spot in Sensational 7 with that. 1-0 your final. Meanwhile, more soccer for you tonight. Northeast Missouri. Hannibal hosting Fulton tonight, down 1-0 early. The header from Scott Cockrell finds its way to Jack Bauman's foot, and Mr. Bauman knocks that home to make it a 1-all tie. Story on this night, though, for the Pirates would be this fella right here, Tyler Thomure, and he was awfully good. 3 goals on the night, including the slow burn hat trick, as you see right here, as the Pirates get the big victory tonight with 5 unanswered. They win by the final count in this one of 5-1. On the softball docket tonight, plenty of action for you. Centralia takes out Clark County down at HLG tonight, 12-0. That is why they're the defending state champions. Also tonight, Mark Twain knocks off Monroe City. This is a continuation game from Tuesday's Lightning Out. Extra innings tonight. It was Mark Twain winning by the final count of 5-1. Caitlin Young, 4 for 5 at the plate with a double on the night. Brookfield tonight falls to Palmyra by the final count of 7-3. Senior night for Highland. Tell you what, big night for senior Leah Baker, who had a home run to end this thing. 12-1 was your final there. Also a home run tonight in the losing cause for North Shelby's Brianna Kokenauer. We've also got Canton winning over South Shelby. Scotland County with a big win over Putnam County. Schuyler County loses to Knox County 5-1. That's 11 straight wins for Knox and at least a share of the Tri-Rivers Conference crown. And Fulton, too much for Hannibal, winning by the final count here of 5-0. Volleyball in America's hometown. Hannibal taking on Kirksville tonight. A little bit of a slow start for the Lady Pirates, but they would eventually get themselves untracked. Gabby Wiley headed to Louisville. Going to show you off some of her skills right here. She can jump and she can bring it down. More to come from Hannibal. This is a bit of a slow burn kill from Caitlin Edge. Pretty good goalkeeper. Not a bad volleyball player either. Then Summer Golian serving well for her team, getting the ace in. She actually ran off a run of 7 straight service points in this one. Melanie Blaze is going to clean up our highlights with a nice block right here as Hannibal wins in straight games tonight over Kirksville 2-0. Other volleyball, kind of a slow night on the volleyball circuit. Lewiston, too much for Beardstown, winning 2-0. It was Southeastern taking out Griggsville Perry 2-0 as Emma Derry had 10 set assists and a 25-14, 25-10 win. And in college volleyball tonight, seems like Culver Stockton plays every night. They were on the road at Fayette taking on William Woods. They win that game by the final count of 3-0. Golf today, Quincy High School hosting a dual match with Jacksonville. This is Zach Burry, your eventual medalist, with a nice putt right there to get himself an easy par tap in, which he would do. He would take medalist honors with a 35 today, but the Blue Devils very neatly bunched up, playing very well. Colby Rodemick, who you will see right here, he along with Alex Shute on the day would fire 37s. That was pretty darn good stuff. ZKP, Zach Kuhlman-Pfeiffer, also very good on the day. This may be the hardest putt on the course. He fired a 35, would have had a 33 if this would have dropped, and it nearly did right there. Wow, great putt for him. He had a 35. Blue Devils win today with a final score of 147 to take out Jacksonville. Also today in girls golf, West Hancock wins its own quad. Hannah Rosen, though, from Quincy High School takes medalist honors there. In tennis, Sacred Heart Griffin shuts out Quincy High School, while QD beats Jacksonville by the final count of 6-3. More good football coming up tomorrow, including a dandy matchup on the road for Quincy High School, taking on state-ranked Alleman. This is a game and a team that has eluded Rick Little since he's been a Blue Devil head coach. He wants this one bad coming up tomorrow.
Well, they're just a state-ranked quality team year in, year out, a team that talent changes, but tradition never graduates. You know what I mean? And that's something that they've got a ton of. And like I said, they don't make mistakes. They're well coached, and they're playing at home. So they're an extremely dangerous team that's next up for us. And we know if we want to become take that next step and become that team that's not just good but great, we got to win this game. We got to beat these teams on the road, and that's something our kids are set to do.
Another one of the many great games on tap tomorrow. All kinds of good football, big matchups all over the place. Game of the week coming to you tomorrow night from Camp Point as they take on Brown County. Also highlights from Illini West and QD and much, much more. And we'll have more news for you coming up after this.